from Texas for him, boy.
Hi, D4Dad here. Welcome back to Epic Mondays 2018. Hi, Epic.
Woo! Hey.
Yeah, this is a project we've been working on for quite a few weeks now, and Epic's going to show me how to take some cinematics, and then we're going to sort of feed them together and create cinematic packs for you guys to download.
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
I'm great. I'm looking forward to this. It's
Yeah, it's our first video of the new year.
It is, and it's something we've been planning for quite a long time, isn't it?
So I'm going to explain. So to loads of people on my channel, recently you would have seen in the last year I've uploaded cinematic packs on my channel, and a lot of you have been questioning what are these cinematic packs, like why have you been posting these videos? And in today's video I'm just going to explain briefly what they're about and how you can do them yourselves in World War II using an Elgato capture card.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
And also it forms part of our Sony Vegas tutorials because with tips that Dan's been helping me with, we can help improve the quality of our videos as well. I know that's kind of mainly Minecraft based, but I must admit I do like Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's also a nice, like, not sinister way of showing or portraying Call of Duty for you guys.
It is. It's something we can actually put on our channel without all the blood, the gore and the violence.
And it's also like a bit of a tutorial and a bit of an explanation video for you guys, so you know why I've been posting these cinematic packs. And a few of you do know it's mainly for editing. It's just a way of, so any editors who need cinematics or want to know how to get cinematics on World War II just have that little bit more freedom, because it is a bit of a difficult thing, but if you follow the steps in this tutorial quickly or precisely, you will understand how I do the cinematics and how you can also do really cool flowing cinematics.
Right, I'm looking forward to this.
Cool.
So what do you want me to do?
Well, first of all,
well, take it easy. Don't forget I'm a PC-based gamer, and controllers like this are quite confusing.
Okay, so first of all, we need to go into the game setup.
Okay.
So here we are in the custom match on World War II. So we're going to click on the map Gibraltar, because that's the map we want to do a few cinematics on.
Okay.
And there are many maps. We're going to do a lot of cinematic packs for every map, so you guys can use these yourselves. And first of all, we're going to go to the game rules, and make sure you've got either Team Deathmatch or War selected. You can also use Domination Hardpoints or Objective-based modes if you want cinematics on the objectives, but if you want to make sure that the flags aren't in the way of the cinematics or that, I recommend you do Team Deathmatch or War, because they're two where War is just for the war maps, because there's separate maps to War.
Right, okay. So
we're going to click Team Deathmatch. Now with Team Deathmatch it has its own rules, so we've made sure the map's Gibraltar. We're going to go down to Game Rules. Now you want to make sure that the time is unlimited, because you don't want it to be a case of you're recording cinematics and then suddenly the game ends.
I think for me and controlling this unlimited sounds perfect.
Yeah, and score doesn't matter, we're not playing against each other. Codcaster you want enabled. So we're going to go down to General Settings. This is fine, this is fine. Spectating, you want to make sure spectating isn't free. Free spectating, because if you're doing team only or disabled, disabled's going to knock it off. Team only, it means you're going to only spectate your teammates, and we haven't got any teammates in this, so we're going to make sure spectating is free. Going to go down, kill cam, doesn't matter about that. Minimap could probably, yeah, minimap's going to stay on, and then this is all fine. This is all fine. And just to make sure people don't join, you just want to put join not allowed. That's only if you've got friends and you're online and you don't want them to join, but then again you can go offline. So I'm going to save this custom game mode. I've already got one preset here, but usually save it cinematics, and then just you can name it yourself, and then once you've got that done and you want to get back to the preset, all you need to do is just click on the map, go to mode, then go to my modes, and you should have the default just set here, and you can just click Cines and then just go all the way across, and then you just want to start the match up.
Right, okay.
Which should take okay, so once you've got into the game itself, you're going to click a class, and then this is just so the character is spawned in. Then you want to press pause and go to change team. Now, if you haven't put the spectator at free, this will not come up for you, but you want to click spectator mode, and once the countdown timer's done, then you can have a look around, and as you see, we've got a nice overview of the entire map. And we're actually in, like, as if we were a bird or a dove and that. And bear in mind, on this game, in other games it's fine, but in this game, you've got very strict borderlines. So make sure you always first know where you're playing with, what the dimensions you're playing with, because you don't want to do like a cinematic where you go out to there and then it just stops dead.
Right, okay.
So
Where do you want me to go first? What do you think would be the
first
good
of all,
cinematic?
my top tip is to just get used to how you're doing the cinematics, because in previous theatre modes we've had a dolly cam, so we've been able to place a camera here and then just say place a camera here, and it's done a nice little sort of like that, just a simple cinematic. But for this one, I'm going to give you the controller. I just want you to play around with how it moves.
Okay, so right, let's have a go.
The best idea, so if you want to use a flag up there,
okay,
and you see we've got the sun there, so the idea is to just, I'll show you what a good idea is. So you want to just kind of get it, so, and bear in mind that because it's got spectating, first person, previous and next, this is something we don't want in. So the borderline, you have to sort of imagine the borderline a bit.
So just above spectating is the cut-off point.
So if you were to do like the flag and you did like this,
it's not going to work.
Spectating is going to be right over the flag. But if you go for something like, let's go for something like this. Make sure the left stick and the right stick are... The right stick you use for turning, the left stick you use for moving. So if you want to do a really curved cinematic, just make sure and practice a bit, but you get it at the right speed and then just hold it for a good couple of seconds like that. So as you see there, we've got a really nice sort of... flowing, smooth cinematic. And like I said, make sure you know where you're doing the borders from, because if you're doing something like this, just say we do these barrels and you're like, oh yeah, it's going to be a really nice...
You've got to make sure that spectating is not in it. Yeah. Okay,
got it. That goes up.
Right, hold on. I'm in the wall. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. So we can do a few now. So I think we can go beneath this bridge. Oh, we can't. That's a shame. We can do one of a sign. So do you want to try and find a sign?
Okay. How's this one? Any good?
Few wires in the way. So have a look around. Is there there's one there.
Yeah. Can we kind of like, sort of like pan towards it and then down in underneath it?
So which way?
I don't know. You tell me. What you think? Or just
one
just
easy
going.
One.
How about kind of going round that structure there?
Okay.
So we've got the water.
So
the first pipe is cool.
So if you start on the left-hand side,
it's
like there. Yeah, there. That's fine. And then if you just move the right analog stick a bit to the left and a bit across.
Okay.
Then, as you see, you got a really nice like.
Yeah.
arc.
How's this?
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, you're natural.
First,
really good.
Yeah, beginner's look.
Yeah.
And keep going.
And you see like that.
Yeah.
And then,
okay.
Well, we don't want to go too far.
Yeah.
So that's another one we can do. And then, if I just quickly, what I want to do quickly is if we're just going to move across like this, and as you see, if you keep it the same speed, it'll just keep the flow consistent.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that. And then, these cinematics, you can just create about 20 of these, or whatever you need for a tutorial, and you can just play around with them. Like,
how about the gun turret? Can we actually go down into the gun turret?
So we can do one where if we are in the sky, and then if we go about like this, and then
slowly come down.
There we go. One like that.
And then what we're going to do, we're going to cut these up, yeah?
Yeah.
And then create those small cinematics.
Yeah, so we've recorded the cinematics. All we need to do now is edit them in Sony Vegas.
Right, okay. Let's edit them in Sony Vegas.
Yeah. Now we're on Sony Vegas and we have the cinematic. And
so this is the first one we did with the flag, yeah?
So we'll just show this as an example. So this is one where we did with the flag and the sun, and as you see, it's recorded from Elgato. We've trimmed it down and we've just done it so it's a nice consistent cinematic. Now this is good on its own, but I'm going to show you just how to crop it to how I have it as a cinematic. So
yeah, well we definitely have we got the desample blur thing on?
Not yet. So
okay.
Yeah, that's the first step. Make sure we go to right click, properties, and we do.
Yeah.
I must put that on like normal, but usually it'll be like this: maintain aspect ratio, take that off, and then disable resample, and boom. So here we have a nice cinematic where it's not going to be jumpy at all. It's going to be really nice, and that's a key thing with stuff from Elgato. So once we've got this done, we want to get rid of the spectating bit and the other any additional actions we don't really need, because what we want is a little like the borderline here, or we just don't want any text and that, which will make it look a bit naff and a bit off. So we are going to click on Event Pan Crop.
Yep.
And make sure these two boxes here are ticked, so that if you do one different like that, you're not going to get a weird stretch.
Yeah,
it keeps it at the widescreen sort of thing. So we're going to make sure both are ticked, and then what I like to do is, because we're only wanting to move in the y-axis with this one, we are going to just click this and move in X only. Then you want to make sure you're moving in Y only. Then what we can do with this one is we click one of the two bits here of the Event Pan Crop. I'll just make this a bit bigger. So make sure they're roughly the same size. And we want to get this middle bit and then move it across. So as you see, it's moving it in a bit.
Yeah.
And then, now this is cool, and it's got rid of everything, but it's a bit too zoomed in. So we want to move it up a bit and choose a new center point. So roughly about there, and then you just want to move this back. So the cinematic still remains its quality, but you want to do it so it's just out of the spectator view. So as you see there, a little bit of spectating there. So if we just move this down a bit, and then you can copy this if you want to, 9:240, all this here on screen, if you just want to put this as a preset of where you need to move everything. But this is where we're going to have the cinematic. And another thing you have to make sure you're at the start of the video, because here I've moved this and it's created its own keyframe.
Yeah,
so
okay.
if we watch this, as you see,
it's going to move it in, isn't it? Yeah.
So if we get rid of the old one, or if we make sure that we've put the keyframe at the start and we've gone over the normal thing, if we watch this back now, as you see, it's just got a really nice cinematic of the flag and the sun, and we don't need to worry about having spectating there, and it will look really good in montages because you'll have a really nice, clean, crisp cinematic which you can just transition. And these we're going to keep at a roughly the same speed for each one, and then you can just play around with yourself. You can like make it quicker, or you can make it slower. And these are all going to be free in a cinematic pack coming out this Saturday.
This Saturday we're going to put them out. This will be our first one together.
Yeah, and we're going to have about 10 in my one, and then about 10 in D4Dad's one. So we've got 2 cinematic packs with different cinematics in. So that way you guys, if you see one in my cinematic pack and you're a bit like, oh, I don't need these ones, you can go over to D4Dad's one and you can check out his, because we're going to keep different.
Yeah, what we're doing is extending the whole idea of Epic Mondays, which we're going to talk about in another video a little bit later. But these cinematic packs is to help me understand more concepts of video editing, and we're going to be launching 2 packs every Saturday, one on your channel, one on mine.
Yeah, and they're going to be for the same map.
Yeah.
But we're going to have different cinematics in each pack.
That's it, yeah.
That's the main thing.
So it's going to be quite a lot of content, and by the end of it, quite a lot of new video skills as well.
Yeah, and we're also going to do tutorials on these cinematics, which will be coming out soon. So hopefully this video has helped you guys. Leave a like if you have enjoyed, and let me know if this video was helpful.
Yeah, and if there's any particular maps you'd like us to do at some point, we'll try and get around and doing those as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, D4Dad.
Yeah, Happy New Year. This is going to be a huge difference to our sort of Team L4, D4 and Epic collaborations.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit of a change because it's a new year.
It is. We might as well
slight new style.
Do something completely different.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay epic.
Thanks, Epic. Bye.
Bye.